Good morning, my friends. Welcome to Roger's Reflections on Friday, February 5th in the year 2021. Today you get to see me from my car. Bonnie is having some tests done here up in Johns Creek, and I get to sit out in the car and wait for her. So here we are. Today I'm going to be sharing with you from the Sermon on the Mount, the 5th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew, verses 13 through 16. Hear now the word of the Lord. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It's no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Salt and light. Wonderful analogies, metaphors for what it means to be a disciple of Christ. To be salty means you have flavor. There's a certain flavor to that, and it adds depth, it adds complexity, it adds something, it adds flavor to whatever it encounters. There's a lot of things that you add just a little bit of salt. Doesn't have to be a lot, but just a little bit of salt can change the nature of a dish from bland to flavorful. And our Christian walk, our Christian character, whatever you want to call it, our spiritual gifts, whenever we encounter the world with those, we add that flavor. But if we throw away our Christian character, if we act as if it doesn't matter to us, if we say one thing and do another, then the salt has lost its saltiness. And how can it be regained? Now, he's not saying that you can't be forgiven if you make a mistake, if you do something. No, yeah, that's fine, but your influence would be difficult to regain if you throw it away, and it becomes like salt that has lost its flavor. You can throw it out. I'm thinking of the salt that we have when it's icy. It could be used for. That's all it's good for. It's good for melting snow and helping you get your. But it's not good for flavoring anymore. It has lost its character. Now the light talks about, and this one's interesting. Because we have James and some of the other passages that talk about, faith without works. You do these things, the good deeds come after. That's not what saves you, but they come after your faith. Here it talks about good deeds, and there are also other passages that talk about, don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. But here, when we do good deeds, the idea is, why do we do them, and who do we refer people to when we do things? And you can do good deeds that point to God. People will ask, why do you do such and such a thing? Well, my faith compels me to do such a thing. It's not me that does it. It's why I do it. I do it for God. I lift. I point people to God. I do it's done to glorify God. And so, it is okay to plan good deeds. It is okay to lift them up, to set an example to folks. Hey, y'all join me and let's do this. However, we need to remember why we do it. It's not for us. It's not for our glory. It's not for get our pat on the back. It is to point people to God and to glorify God and to show that, hey, this is why we do these things. Because God has given us the light. The light comes from Him, and we shine it with the hopes that it points people back to God as well. So don't lose your saltiness. Let your light shine. Take care, my friends. We'll talk to you tomorrow.